Alright, in this video we're going to do an overview and take a quick look at the EAA MC 14T pistol by Girsan. Okay, European American Armory is the one that imported this. I've seen several videos on this handgun. It's something that I was kind of interested in. You know, everybody likes the old Berettas that do that. With the tip-up barrels, but anytime any of those old used Berettas in 80 series and 380 show up, I mean for the single stack 7-round that I paid for $500, they're expensive and they sell out quick. It's not that Beretta's a crappy product, but it is a used gun. So I wanted this new gun. And I looked around, scoured the gun shows, and everyone that's got a video out about this pistol has been given the gun to test by a company or store. And I had to go and get this. And I looked around, and the only place I could find, that's why I scoured the gun shows, nobody has this thing. I got it from Sportsman's Warehouse. I ordered it online, and it was sent to a local store. Now, like one guy that did a thing about it, nobody shows you the box it comes in or how it shows up. One guy did. I found one video where he showed this case, and nobody explains to you what comes with the pistol. Most of the Turkish pistols come with a real nice hard case, and you know, like this thing here, you know, they come in a nice case and with a whole bunch of accessories. So I kind of knew this, and when I went to the store and got this thing, I'm looking at it and I go, man, this looks like, you know, dog crap. There's dirt or something on here, and it's pretty flimsy. This is really a low quality case, but let's get to what we got. Now, I ordered a model, a two-tone model, supposedly with that little thing to hold a spare round on the bottom of the mag, but we'll get into that. All right, here's the ATF paper. So what you get a manual, and it's pretty detailed. It really goes into a lot of the operating of the gun and that, and it's a very detailed manual. We get the pistol itself, and this is how, when the guy pulled it out, showed it to me, and a loaded chamber indicator in there, and all this other stuff. So there's the gun. We'll set it aside. You get a lock, and there's this brush kind of crammed in here. There ain't nothing, and this is really low end. So I guess it's better than a cardboard box, you know. Can you say that? All right, so here's our gun. Nice looking gun, well made. There's a little tag on there. I'm going to remove this. Let me get that off of there. Okay, so Beretta this year, because of popular demand for that style of pistol, has made an upgraded version of the Cheetah. And it's cut for a RMA sight, and it has to where you can mount stuff. So at the same time, the Turkish pistol makers came out with this, and this has the famous tip-up barrel. Now, like I said, this thing was supposed to have that little plate on the bottom to where you could pull it off, hold the round on there, strip it in there, and put the mag back in. And when I seen it, I told the guy, because that's what the picture was on the internet. They didn't send it to me. So he go, oh, we'll return it. And I said, no. But I'll talk about magazines and that later. So what we have is a nice clean gun. We'll give it a safety check here for everybody. All right. And call this a mid-sized pistol. And a lot of people ain't too fond of the 380, but this is being marketed as for people who have difficulty, be it women or older people or handicapped people. The company puts a lot of marketing in this, and it's easy to load, unload without having a rack to slide back, which is pretty much true. So basically what you got here with this gun, you got the mag release here, you got an ambi safety, safety here and here. And on this side, you got this lever, where on a Beretta would be the takedown lever, but here, you press that and your barrel pops up. So you can load your round and go to it. 3-dot sights, which I like. Some people don't like these. The front sight's fixed. You can drift the rear sight to adjust for windage. Okay, pretty nice, comfortable grip on there. And the gun only comes with one 13-round magazine. Now, nobody states this. Nobody says this. Usually these Turkish guns come with at least 2 mags. Okay, this one doesn't. And MSRP on this thing is about, well, I paid $4 something for it. With the sales tax and everything, it come out a little over $5. But then Sportsman's Warehouse, I requested the veterans discount, and they gave it to me and knocked $24 off the price of the gun. So I was very satisfied. And I had the thing, I ordered it online, I had it 4 days later. So the mag, and then we'll go on with the mags. So I went and looked up the magazine. I said, well, they didn't send me the thing, it's just a floor plate, let me try to order it. I went to the EAA website, and this mag with the plain base here, this is $40. The magazine with the fancy doohickey on there that holds the bullet is $50. And then I found they'll sell you the floor plate. So I said, let me get the floor plate. $8. So I said, all right. I go to order it, and by the time shipping, handling, and tax, it was $20-some. So I said, I don't need it that bad. So, and you cannot find anyone selling these magazines for this gun. There's several other models, they're out there, like the Mag Shack, Mag Warehouse, but the only place selling them is EAA. You go to their website, and it's $40 for this one, and the other one is $50. Okay, which kind of, that's a little steep. Now back to the gun. There's some interesting features. I got the two-toned version, just because I'm tired of basic black. You do have an area down here to mount lights, whatever, on the rail. So you got a rail. This has a little lanyard loop. Pretty neat feature. So it's got a lanyard loop in the back here. You can see it now against my skin. Lanyard loop, 13-round mag, ambi safety, all that other fun stuff. And now the big thing of to field strip the gun. This is the one thing I kind of don't like about it. The only problem I've seen people have firing this is sometimes some ammo will not cycle the slide all the way back to trip the magazine hold open. Okay? So to field strip it, and this is what the manual tells you. Have the hammer cocked fully back. Disengage the safety. Make sure it's down. You can see the red on there. They tell you to take the magazine out and that. But yank it back to where you can get the slide, slide lock in there. Lock the slide back. And then pop up the barrel. That's it. That's your field strip disassembly right there, according to the manual. You'd clean it. This barrel is attached with a pin or a pivot pin, which has a real tiny little roll pin driven through this, which is holding this whole assembly together. So taking this barrel, front barrel unit off is not something you're going to be able to do. I wouldn't even attempt it, okay? But the problem that lies in with there is when I had this and it was warmer, there was that heavy packing oil running out all over. And the way they tell you to clean it is to clean it from the chamber and then take the brush and clean down the magazine well and kind of dust out the internal parts. But that heavy oil is in there, and you know, I think part of the problem is when I start firing this, if I don't flush all that crap out of the internal mechanism, it's going to get the gun gummed up, because the dirt's going to go right to that stuff and stick in there, the fouling, and it's going to heat it up and it's going to get nasty. So what I intend to do with this is use carburetor cleaner. Now, these plastic grips may be affected by it, so I'm going to remove the grips off of both sides, so it's just all metal. And I'm going to spray down into here with carburetor cleaner and try to get Q-tips, or, you know, I got them long Q-tips, you get them over at Harbor Freight to reach down in here to gun swabs to clean the oil out, and then put a lighter CLP type of oil on this, okay, and get it cleaned up. I haven't done that yet, but overall, you know, this ain't that terrible of a weapon, okay? Feels good in the hand. I mean, with the little thing on the mag. And it is nice to have one of these to where you could have a loaded magazine in the pistol, okay? You load the magazine in. Say you got this in a nightstand or something, you need to load a round in, and then you can go right off the bat, double action, okay, and fire the gun. Also, this pistol, it has like 3 notches on it. You fire it and it goes all the way home, okay, and then you pull it back and you hear a slight click, okay, and then, now that was the full one. Let me get this all the way down. I think there's 1 notch here. I ain't getting it. Yeah, there it is. That one. And you got like a half cock. No, you don't. I thought, but there's 2. You got a half cock notch. You can pull that back and have it off the firing pin, have one in the chamber, and away you go. Now, they do warn you in the manual about lowering it down on to half cock with one in the chamber. It can be done. I don't know if you can see it, that isn't up there. You can do it, but they don't recommend, because if you slip, the gun will go off and break your fingers, okay? And the only other thing about this design, if you notice in the barrel, there's no extractor groove, there's no extractor. So this gun functions by the pressure of the bullet exiting to push the case out and cycle the weapon. There's no extractor in there. I believe there's just the ejector. If you look down in there, there's just this ejector. So when it comes back, that'll fling the case out. So most of the reviews on it are pretty good, other than it doesn't hold back on the last round. Okay, it's a nice gun. It's quality. The Turkish quality, I've been satisfied with these things. No matter what version or what type I get, all the guns end up working pretty good. The only drawback is, you know, we got spoiled with the other versions that come with a nice hard case. This has a crappy case. They didn't send me the, you know, at least in the picture, they didn't send me the thing with the little floor plate that holds a spare round. And getting one is expensive. It only comes with one 13-round magazine, and you know, they're expensive. Another $40 a rattle, and then they're going to charge you shipping and handling that. So there's another $10, $15 on top of that. Okay, I have no idea if they have them like, when I bought the one pistol there, the Stoger, they did have the magazines. They had 2 magazines in the shop, and I thought about getting them, and then they were the same price as what I found online, but then you had to pay shipping and handling, so I went back and I found one, so I had one spare. I should have bought both of them right there and then, but they were $30-some a piece. You know, that's why when you get a firearm with extra mags, that is a value. Because you're looking now, if say 500, and if I wanted a spare mag now, or 5.5, 540, you know, 2 mags, you know, now you're talking $600, you know. But I will tell you where there's an advantage to having these. But that's my overview on it. I'm going to try to get out and shoot this thing next week. Gotta clean it up. I'm pretty busy with a bunch of stuff, but overall, it's a nice looking gun. Okay, I've never had a lot of issues with the Turkish made weapons in terms of quality and functioning. So we're going to take this out and see how this one stands up. Nice little addition to the collection. And actually, out of all the new stuff that came out this year at the SHOT Show, this was the only one that caught my eye. And they are kind of tough to find. Nobody has them at the gun shops. And you got to go to a big box store and then do their inventory sweep. And what's nice is you pay them, they send it to the store without shipping. You got to pay sales tax and that. But you're missing shipping and the damn, like if I ordered this, you can find this pistol from a wholesaler on a gun broker for less. But then you're going to pay anywhere from $15 to $30 in shipping, and I got to pay my transfer dealer $25 on top of that. So actually just going to the retail store and getting it, it wasn't on sale or nothing, it comes out to the same amount of money. Okay? All right, guys. I hope you like it. I'm going to talk about this and compare it to another gun and discuss this mag problem. So hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.